You all know by now that Cristiano Ronaldo joining Juventus from Real Madrid is this summer's blockbuster transfer. This is easily the most expensive and most high-profile transfer ever for a player of Ronaldo's age, and if you're like me, you may have been skeptical or even critical of this transfer at first. But actually, this transfer makes perfect sense. Hey guys, today I'm going to go over why I feel that Cristiano Ronaldo's transfer to Juventus makes perfect sense and why it's a great bit of business for all involved. So let's start off with the transfer fee. We're going to work in pounds here. The fee is reported to be around £88.5 million. It's probably not exact and there's usually clauses and extras that change the fee, but we'll call it £88.5 million. First, from Real Madrid's standpoint. Madrid bought Ronaldo for a world record £80 million in the summer of 2009. This transfer shattered the world records they set themselves when they bought Zinedine Zidane for £46 million in 2001 and Kaká for £56 million only a few weeks before signing Ronaldo. And what did they get for their money? Ronaldo gave Madrid 416 goals in 393 appearances, which is completely absurd, 2 Copa del Reys, 2 La Liga titles, and 4 Champions League titles. Not bad. And after all that, they sell him for a profit at 33 years old, 9 years later. While maybe Real Madrid thought they could have gotten what they did from Ronaldo on the pitch, they surely never thought in a million years that when they paid that £80 million, which you have to remember was unprecedented at the time, that they would eventually sell him on for more. In hindsight, it was a bargain, and it has to go down as one of the best transfers of all time. But do Los Blancos still need Ronaldo on the pitch? While it couldn't hurt having him around, coming off of 3 straight Champions League titles, Zidane stepping down as manager, and many of their core stars like Sergio Ramos, Marcelo, and Luka Modric getting older, there really is no better time for Madrid to move on and look to build for the future by selling their older stars and buying younger talent. So that's why this transfer makes sense from Real Madrid's standpoint. But what about Juventus? When the news broke of this deal, I was initially critical of Juve. It was my thinking that you simply don't pay that much for someone over 30, let alone 33. But here's why I've changed my mind. For starters, Cristiano Ronaldo is the most marketable footballer and probably the most marketable athlete in general on the planet. Juventus are a team that need that step up in profile. They've made it to 2 Champions League finals in the past half decade and win their domestic title every year, yet still aren't seen as a super club the way Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and even the Manchester clubs are. Many of these clubs have not achieved the level of success that Juve have in recent years, so why is this? It really comes down to star power. Yes, they've had Higuain, Pjanic, Pirlo, Buffon, the list goes on. All fantastic players, but not superstars in the commercial sense. In that sense, the only players that I can think of are 1, Paul Pogba, who ended up leaving, and maybe Paulo Dybala, who himself is always the subject of transfer rumors. Maybe this Ronaldo transfer is what Juve need to make players like Dybala want to stay, or even entice other stars to join them. Is the fee worth it from a footballing perspective? I'm also going to say yes. Let's break the fee down. An £88.5 million transfer fee, and you sign him to a 4-year contract, so call it £22 million a year just for the fee. Realistically, how much less can you ask to pay for arguably the best player in the world with some of the price tags we see today? His wages are at £500,000 a week, which again, is realistically what you're going to have to pay a global superstar. Now with all the financials out of the way, how does this make sense on the pitch? Well, of course, Ronaldo's age can't be ignored. Like he said in his press conference, he's 33, not 23. Will he decline in the next 4 years? Almost certainly, in fact he already has a bit, but that's why Juventus makes perfect sense for him. First off, Juventus win their league every year, and not every game is going to be a grueling battle for them. In Serie A, Ronaldo won't have the same pressure to start every single match. He'll probably be able to be subbed off early in many matches to preserve himself, and overall, the Italian game is slower and less physically demanding than in many other countries. He's already made the transition from a pacey wide player to a target man type striker, and Juve is the perfect place for him to continue playing that way. And who says you can't be the world's best deep into your 30s? If you look at other sports leagues around the world, you see that the athletes who take meticulous care of their bodies can play at an elite level for longer than we previously thought possible. LeBron James is the best player in the NBA at 33. Tom Brady maybe is the best quarterback in the NFL at 40, but I mean, who knows for next season. 40 is pushing it. He says he wants to play till 45. I think that's impossible. Wait, why am I talking about American football?
Why does everyone want me to retire so bad?
And even in football, Zlatan was fantastic for Man U at 36. And turning 37 in October, he's still tearing up the MLS. Which, I know it's the MLS, but I don't care. It's still impressive at that age. And who better to get the best out of an aging star than Juventus? That's practically their MO. Carlos Tevez, Andrea Pirlo, Dani Alves, Blaise Matuidi, all players who were seemingly past their prime who Juve got great seasons out of, ranging from good to world class. It's what the club does. The last reason why this transfer is perfect for both Ronaldo and Juventus is that the club and the player have the same goals and ambitions in mind. Juventus are coming off of 2 Champions League final losses in the past 4 years, as well as last season's absolutely excruciating quarter-final loss to none other than eventual champs Ronaldo's Real Madrid. The club feel they are so close they can taste it, and are intent on winning right now, not building for the future. With Ronaldo getting older, he needs the same. He doesn't have the time to waste even a single season. He needs a club that is primed for Champions League glory right away. Ronaldo and Juventus will be hoping that they can become European champions as they both have in the past. And together, I think they'll have a real shot at it.